Crown Prince Pavlos of Greece attends a conference in Thessaloniki. King Jimne Kesar Wangchuck and Queen Jetson of Bhutan visit the French Republic. Princess Caroline of Hanover attends the launch of a new website in Monte Carlo. Queen Mary of Denmark attends a ceremony in Copenhagen. And Queen Máxima of the Netherlands attends a lighting ceremony in Utrecht. All this and much more coming up next on your Royal Daily News. Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you all are having a wonderful weekend. My name is Alexandra, and welcome to your Royal Daily News for Saturday, November 9th, 2024. This evening in Utrecht, Her Majesty, Queen Máxima of the Netherlands, presided over the lighting of the newly restored Dome Tower. In recent years, the Dome Tower, the tallest church tower in the Netherlands, has been covered in scaffolding due to restoration work. During the 5-year restoration process, nearly 10,000 individual stones were examined and evaluated to determine if they needed to be replaced. Much of the work utilized innovative techniques, but a significant portion was carried out by hand using traditional methods. On Friday morning, in Bissen, His Royal Highness, Hereditary Grand Duke Guillaume of Luxembourg, as Lieutenant Representative of the Grand Duke, and the Minister of the Economy, Mr. Lex Dellis, visited the company Securitech. Established in 2010 by Mr. Gilbert Rayland, Securitech specializes in security systems. According to the Cour Grand Ducale, Securitech, quote, embodies an example of Luxembourg's success. The adventure started with 4 people, has experienced significant growth, supported today by around 40 employees. End quote. On Thursday, in Brussels, His Majesty, King Philippe of the Belgians, received letters of credence from newly appointed ambassadors to the Kingdom of Belgium at Château de Laeken. The newly appointed ambassadors are from the Swiss Confederation, the Federal Democratic Republic of Ethiopia, and the Kingdom of Lesotho. In Copenhagen, Her Majesty, Queen Mary of Denmark, attended the University of Copenhagen's annual commemoration ceremony on the occasion of the establishment of the university in 1479, held in the ceremonial hall. During the ceremony, the Queen and over 500 guests listened to a lecture by Professor Lena Hansen from the Department of Political Science. The theme of the lecture was Images, Emotions, and International Security. The ceremony ended with a presentation of medals and scholarships from the Ib Henriksen Foundation and the University of Copenhagen. On Thursday evening, I reported that His Royal Highness Crown Prince Haakon of Norway, as Regent, suddenly cancelled all of his engagements on Thursday afternoon through Friday, which is highly unusual for the Crown Prince. The Royal Court of Norway's communications manager, Ms. Guri Varpa, noted that the cancellation was due to, quote, private reasons, end quote. As it turns out, the Crown Prince, accompanied by his stepson, Mr. Marius Borg Høiby, took a 1 p.m. SAS flight from Oslo to London Heathrow. That same morning, Thursday morning, the Royal Court of Norway notified the Office of the Prime Minister of Norway that the Crown Prince and Mr. Borg Høiby were leaving the country. According to Section 41 of the Constitution of the Kingdom of Norway, the government, quote, must govern the country itself if both the King and the Crown Prince are abroad, end quote. So, now the question is, what is the reason for the Crown Prince and Mr. Borg Høiby's visit to England? Rumors and gossip, unfortunately, have been swirling on social media and in the Norwegian press. At this time, the Royal Court of Norway will not give a statement. I guess we'll have to wait from an official statement from Mr. Borg-Hoiby's criminal defense attorney, Mr. Oyvind Bratlian. Or we may never know, which honestly is just fine with me. This morning, in Western France, His Serene Highness, Prince Albert II of Monaco, and Mr. Pierre Casaraghi met with skipper Mr. Boris Herman aboard the Team Milizia Sea Explorer ahead of the 10th edition of the Vendée Globe Race. Established in 1989 and held every 4 years, the Vendée Globe, known as the Everest of the Seas, is a solo, non-stop, unassisted round-the-world race. The course covers 24,300 nautical miles, starting and finishing at Les Sables d'Olonne, France. The 40 skippers, men and women, will head down south the Atlantic, around Antarctica, passing the Cape of Good Hope, Cape Leeuwin, and the infamous and dangerous passage around Cape Horn, before returning north through the Atlantic. The goal is to finish the race by mid-January 2025. On Friday, the Sovereign Prince witnessed the signing of a partnership agreement between the Prince Albert II of Monaco Foundation and the Vendée Globe Foundation. According to a press release from the FPA, the two foundations will, quote, collaborate, drawing on shared values associated with sport, sailing, and ocean conservation. The goal is to encourage more environmentally friendly behaviors, promote sustainable initiatives, and support future generations. End quote. On Thursday, Her Royal Highness, Princess Caroline of Hanover, accompanied by government officials, attended the launch of the website Culture MC in Monte Carlo. Culture MC is designed for a broad audience, including local and international visitors, tourism professionals, teachers, journalists, and programmers. The website provides a comprehensive overview of the cultural offerings in the Principality. This evening, in London, His Majesty, King Charles III of the United Kingdom, accompanied by their Royal Highnesses, the Prince and Princess of Wales, their Royal Highnesses, the Duke and Duchess of Edinburgh, His Royal Highness, the Duke of Kent, Her Royal Highness, the Princess Royal and Vice Admiral Sir Timothy Lawrence, and their Royal Highnesses, the Duke and Duchess of Gloucester, attended the 2024 Royal British Legion's Festival of Remembrance at the Royal Albert Hall. The annual event honors the service of and the sacrifices made by the brave men and women of the British and Commonwealth Armed Forces community. In a press release from the Royal British Legion, the evening includes, quote, wonderful music performances to express the nation's gratitude to serving personnel, veterans, and their families. This year's concert has 3 key elements: the Second World War 80th anniversaries, beyond the Second World War, Kosovo, and Afghanistan, and the Royal British Legion's role in society today. End quote. On Thursday, His Majesty, King Charles III of the United Kingdom, welcomed His Majesty, King Abdullah II of Jordan, to Windsor Castle. According to the Royal Hashemite Court, during the meeting, the discussions covered the, quote, historical ties between the two kingdoms and ways to consolidate them across all sectors. End quote. On Friday, in Amman, Her Majesty, Queen Rania of Jordan, shared a new photo of her granddaughter, Her Royal Highness, Princess Iman bint Al Hussein of Jordan. In her social media post, the Queen wrote, quote, precious little Iman's first Zoom meeting last week. End quote. On Wednesday, in Paris, Their Majesties, King Jimne Kesar Wangchuk and Queen Jetson of Bhutan attended a dinner meeting at the Palais de l'Élysée with the President and the First Lady of the French Republic, Emmanuel and Brigitte Macron. According to a press release from the government of the French Republic, it noted that Wednesday's event was the first official meeting between the King and the President. Quote, "This historic meeting was an opportunity to highlight the many convergences between the two countries, both committed to the promotion of multilateralism and national sovereignty, the fight against climate change, the protection of the environment and biodiversity, the preservation of water resources, and the importance of culture in the development of exchanges between the peoples." In this context, the two heads of state identified several avenues of cooperation to deepen the existing friendly relationship between the two countries. In this regard, the President of the Republic specified that France was willing to cooperate with Bhutan within the framework of the Paris Pact for People and the Planet. End quote. On Thursday, in Thessaloniki, His Royal Highness Crown Prince Pavlos of Greece attended the opening of the 2024 Innovation in Surgery and Oncology, a European Forum in Greece, held at the European Inter-Balkan Medical Center. According to a press release from the office of the Greek royal family, as a part of the conference, a quote, "competition was held for a medical student who had excelled." The winner would receive a scholarship to spend 1 month at the Royal Marsden Cancer Hospital, one of the leading oncology hospitals in Europe, and train under Professor Long Zhao, Professor of Surgery at Imperial College. The scholarship was funded by Crown Prince Pavlos, who awarded the related prize to the medical student Mr. Stefanos Koukoulas during the opening ceremony. End quote. And finally, the Imperial House of Brazil announced that His Imperial and Royal Highness Prince Antonio de Orleans Bragança had passed away in Rio de Janeiro on Friday. He was 74 years old. Earlier this week, I reported that the prince had been admitted to the hospital on July 6th, and his health had been declining over the following months. In Friday's press release, it said that the prince was, quote, "comforted with the sacraments of the Holy Church." End quote. The late prince leaves behind his wife, Her Imperial and Royal Highness Princess Christine de Orleans Bragança, and their 3 children, Prince Raphael, Princess Maria Gabriella, and Princess Amelia, and a son-in-law, Mr. James Spearman, and 2 grandchildren. The head of the Imperial House of Brazil, His Imperial and Royal Highness Prince Bertrand de Orleans Bragança, quote, asks for prayers for the soul of his beloved and always loyal brother. End quote. The Imperial House also announced that by the order of Prince Bertrand, that there will be 14 days of mourning until November 22nd, 2024. My deepest condolences to Princess Christine and the Imperial family of Brazil. May Prince Antonio rest in peace. And there you have it. Thank you all so much for joining me this afternoon. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. I hope to be back tomorrow on Sunday, November 10th, with all the latest royal news and events. Until then, I sincerely wish each and every one of you, your family, your friends, and your pets a wonderful weekend. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Comment below if you'd like, and click on the notification bell so you won't miss a new episode. Have a wonderful weekend, everyone, and I will see you all tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.